This is where we're taking a look at OU and mostly their offense in the spring game. Obviously, I think their defense can be much improved. Didn't really show much, especially in the first half. Now, we know Brent Venables is going to get that defense right, and we're going to dive right in and take a look at some observations that we had from Oklahoma's spring game. The very first thing we're going to look at is just the run game. I thought the run game was pretty consistent all day, especially in the first half. They were able to move the football, and that's a double-edged sword in the spring game. The O-line was a lot better than I thought they were going to be. Maybe that's an issue with the D-line, but I know they've got pretty talented players up front, but still going to look at some of the run game and how they were able to get some big plays and pretty consistent runs. Right here on this one, you're just in an unbalanced set. So again, Seth Luttrell, new offensive coordinator, putting in a few different wrinkles. So right here, you got your tight end, you got three receivers over here. Chance to throw the screen out there if they don't have the right numbers. But right here, you see they got three guys pretty low, close to that bunch. They're just trying to inside zone. So going to base there, base. There's your first double team up to the backer. For whatever reason, the tight end ends up working there to the outside linebacker instead of up to this guy that's in the box. And right here, no chance for the quarterback to read that C gap if they do that. But with that being said, this guy's still too wide. He fits in. As you're watching this running back getting downhill, this back has a really good burst. Slow too. Then once you see your alley, fast through. Being explosive right there. Now safety, obviously, doesn't do a great job fitting in. He's fitting straight downhill, possibly thinking that guy's going to bounce to that gap. And right there, he runs a circle around this official. Official helps out a little bit because I don't think he can see. And just an easy walk in. He slips down and falls. Exactly what you don't want to see from a safety back there, especially a one-high look. Burst through that first line. Safety falls down. Easy walking touchdown right there. Big play for the offense in the run game there early on. Another look of just a run scheme here. They're motioning, getting into a 20 personnel set with that just quick, short motion. He's going to split zone, going to kick that defensive end. Pretty good job here by this end squeezing, making this hard to kick because he knows he's got extra defender here in this gap. But right here, just the movement. Looks like you get a double team there up, and he's working that A gap, trying to hold it. And again, back does a great job. Slow to, then fast through. This linebacker fits in wrong. He's trying to fit that gap as opposed to right there, and that back makes him wrong. So great job right there again. Whoever's coaching the running back is doing a great job. Let him get slow. Let everything work out, and then once you see your alley, burst through, let's get going. All right, and right here, also you got RPO on the back end. Looks like they're running a bang 8 here to the single, and as you see with Jackson Arnold's eyes, they're going right there to the safety to the single side. So again, great read there by the quarterback, too high look, hand the ball off, box is perfect, and right there, safety that fills in late, gets him on the ground. You really like to get into the zone right there, not get tackled on the 1 yard line, but again, great run by the running back. Good read there by the quarterback. Making stuff happen right there against a 6-man box with a little bit of motion. This time, instead of motioning to a 20 personnel set, now they're motioning out of it to a 10 personnel set. And the defense doesn't move very much. Man, this guy's sliding a little bit. He's not getting out there aggressively enough. They're just running zone base. You see all this, basically 3-on-2. They're working up to the only backer in the box. He's sliding down. And great job here, Jackson Arnold. Hey, we got a couple receivers out there. They only put one guy out. Linebacker doesn't get out wide enough. Rip it out there. And right here, just athleticism. This looks a lot better than some of the quarterbacks we've seen this spring. Flipping the quick screen out there. You got the bigger body tight end out there blocking. And you get out here to your guy. I mean, this is the Purdue transfer. Absolute guy. Man, he made some plays yesterday. And getting this guy the ball on just a quick screen. Pretty good block right there by the tight end. And then just outruns these guys. I mean, that's a really good design. Great job getting the ball out in space, especially to one of your better guys. On this one, it looks like Jackson Arnold was getting the communication from the headset. And right here you see he's covering his ears so he can make sure he can hear. And now he's checking. I mean, I don't know what he's saying. He's probably saying Barbie, Alabama, something along those lines. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and run Barbie, and we're going to run this thing right at you. And just running a split zone here out of 20 personnel look. They're bluffing on this dude's in that squeeze down pretty hard. He's bluffing up for this outside linebacker just in case this guy squeezes hard enough for the quarterback pull. And Jackson Arnold actually ran the ball pretty well a couple times. Looked pretty athletic. And again, on this one, running back. Slow too. We're running inside zone. You're pacing yourself so you see an alley, then we're going to burst through it. And right there, just get enough of that linebacker. And right here, it just seems like their fits are just not very good. On this, I think it's just the running back's been able to press this thing right at that double team and makes this linebacker step directly down to it. Guard gets up just enough. Now he's playing with speed, though, and outruns that guy to the edge. Again, gash right there in the run game for OU. 20 personnel run inside zone. Bit of a bluff this time. Getting him to lead out there just in case the quarterback gets a pull. Another look, this time a little bit of a change up on their scheme. This time they're running zone base, so double team there to the front side base. Some people might call it ISO. I mean, sometimes I call it ISO as well, but Right there, good double team, got him into that B gap, and let that running back hit this thing straight through the A gap. There's your lead to the backside. They worked up 6-on-6 in the box, took care of everybody, ducks through there. Pretty good run. And again, probably reading an RPO outside. You got some hitches, and so easy hand read with 6 men in the box. He's filling in so late. Not worried with it. Taking care of everybody. Get a good game. I mean, downhill, able to run the football. If you're able to run the football in the SEC, it's going to be huge. Now, obviously, this side of the ball, even the side of the ball, has got to do a better job of fitting stuff, being a little bit more physical to get off blocks, getting the running back on the ground. But if you run the ball like that consistently, you're going to have some success in the SEC. The next thing we're going to take a look at is Jackson Arnold and just how solid that dude looked all day. I know he's only 10 or 20, but he had some really good plays, really good throws. And right here, we're just going to take a look and see what took place right here all day. And right here on this one, you're getting a little bit of a Y cross. You're getting a slot fade here. Slot receiver over here to the field's working across. Give him a chance there in the middle of the field. And right here on this one, just really like this movement here from Jackson Arnold. His top's drop, steps up, ducks his back shoulder because he knows there's a chance for that thing to get hit, so he ducks his shoulder. Now he's getting out, showing his athleticism right here and right here. I mean, this is a linebacker, probably can run a little bit. He plays for OU, and this dude just kind of makes him look slow. He outruns that dude on a 3rd down, and he gets a first down right here on a play where really nobody was there. So right here, I just thought this was a really good play. That's indicative and shows how good Jackson Arnold can be as far as moving his legs. He can outrun some guys. This is just a play that showed how athletic Jackson Arnold really is. This first touchdown of the day right here for Jackson Arnold gets the guy to jump off sides and, of course, taking a shot. Taking a shot with one of your guys. I mean, this is a transfer from Purdue. Had a huge day. And right here hits the top of his drop. Looks pretty comfortable. Knows he's got pretty good pro, 5-man pro. And just the flick of the wrist. I mean, this just showing how this dude's got such a strong arm. Just makes this look easy. Just flicks it. It's going 10, 20, 30, 40. About 42, 43 yards in the air just with a flick of the wrist. Not having to put a whole lot into it. Hits a guy right in stride. And that guy can absolutely roll. Get over the top of these guys like that on a freeze, and when those guys know that this thing's becoming, they're going to take a shot, is really impressive. And then just outrunning that guy, getting into the end zone, I mean, finishes. That guy doesn't even have to dive. I mean, he knows he's toast. There's no chance for him right there, so this is a great play, great throw and catch. That guy's an absolute guy, and that's even without a couple of their better playmakers out there. So I think they're going to be pretty loaded as far as seal dudes on the outside. Another look here, this time just showing off Jackson Arnold's legs. Defender gets here into the C-gap, just running inside zone, getting some double teams. The box looks great. You can read the C-gap. His eyes are on his back. So instead of giving that thing and letting him fit in and make a play, Arnold pulls it and he circles the defense right here. He gets out there. Great job. I mean, that's only 5 or 6 yards probably. That guy's going to get in there and make a play. But right there, just keeping them stretched sideline to sideline as well, because if this guy would have filled in to help out, he's going to flip that screen out there to him on that bubble late or whatever you want to call it. But right there, just, hey, that guy's fitting in with the eyes on the running back from that wide. I'm going to pull the ball anyway, and I'm still going to get 5-6 yards running right down the hash. Another really impressive play showing just how athletic he is. No look here. I mean, on this progression, it's one of everybody's favorite routes. You got a post down here from this receiver at the bottom. I know you can't see him. He's coming across. Back's checking out of the backfield. He's checking out as well. There's a dig from the widest receiver. So you get to number 2. So play fake. I'm reading that safety for the post. Safety's playing way off. I know he can't see it. So now he's sitting and finding this crosser that's working across with his back checking out. Holds this linebacker a little bit lower. And just a huge window there to throw it. And again, just the ease of this throw and how it's just getting ripped out there. It just flips his wrist. Not just a ton on it as far as having to get his lower body and everything into it. Just a real comfortable throw right here and puts it right on the money, right through the window. Hits him right in the chest and puts it in a spot where his guy can make a play after the catch, even though this safety does a great job getting him on the ground. Just a ton of space there on that weak foot. I thought this was a really good play and probably didn't get just a ton of publicity on it. But on this one, looks like eyes start here just to try to hold a safety or something. Now he gets his eyes back over here. I don't know what the concept is, but right there, that it's not there. So he starts working the pocket. These guys are starting to rush, twist, do all these different things. And he works up and he keeps his eyes up. And he finds his back that checked out of the backfield. I had some guys in the comments say, "Oh, I know you didn't play quarterback." Well, I did play quarterback, and I coach quarterbacks, and been pretty successful with it. But right here, steps up in the pocket, keeping your eyes up, and just distributing the football. This is impressive. Puts it right on his chest again. The thing about a lot of these throws is he's making it easy for those dudes to get some yardage for him after the catch. Puts it right on them on an easy catchable ball. I thought this was really impressive. A lot of other guys in other games were getting their eyes down, get a little bit of pressure instead of keeping them up, just getting the ball out, moving around the pocket, putting the thing on somebody that's open in a place where he can make something happen. instead of, maybe it's low, maybe it's high, now it has a jump. But right there, just puts it right on him. I know this is only a 5-6 yard throw, but with that movement, keeping his eyes up, I thought that was a really impressive play. Just puts it on his guy with an easy catchable ball that's probably not in the progression. Here's another look of this same read. You get in your post here. You're going to climb across here. He's checking out. He's checking out as well. You got to dig there from the outside receiver to the left. On this time, the 6 is out here, the widest receiver. Fake. Quarterback's getting his eyes on the safety. We're on top of the safety with the post. Let's let it ride. And right there, just a flick of the wrist. And that dude's trying to track it down just a bit long. I mean, this is, again, one of those things. Throwing that post, making it look pretty easy. Flips it out there. Good trajectory. I mean, that's a 3 ball, letting your guy run it down. Just a bit long right there. But again, you can just see the ease that Jackson Arnold can push the ball down the field right there on a post. Right here on this one, maybe some sort of a busted coverage. You can see this safety rotating so hard off the hash. He goes right down the middle of the field, getting wide. Looks like a slot fade right there. No safety's rolling to it. He's actually rolling to that slot fade. Maybe this Mike's trying to play a Tampa. Really no chance right there. Eyes right there for the quarterback start. That direction, then gets backside, and they get over the top of that Tampa linebacker. And then again, just the ease of pushing the ball down the field right in stride. Lets his guy run into the end zone. I know I'm saying it a lot, but he had some really good throws into those deep windows and made him look easy and put him on the money. I think he's going to be able to throw that thing vertically, and they also got the playmakers to make that happen as well. Here's a look of basically Y cross. Now, of course, they're getting to it from a little bit different set. You got twins over here to the right. You're getting your back out. Probably kind of a fade out type thing. He's checking there, going to the flats. He's working across. So right here, again, Arnold starts his eyes to the left and gets off of it pretty quick. So he's looking, doesn't like it. You get that linebacker out leveraging this back. So let's find our crosser. Should be in this window right here that's starting to expand. This wide receiver beats the safety. This is a quarterback's job to basically beat everybody else. And again, just the accuracy. And then, of course, this wide receiver makes his accuracy happen by playing fast and running through the football, catching the ball with his hands, making a guy pay. I mean, right there, this is pretty impressive. Just the strength right here by the wide receiver, and just step out of bounds right there. So I thought that was a really impressive play, finding it, and then just the accuracy, and of course the receiver tracking it as well. Here's a look at this bang 8 RPO, getting running split zone, and basically this is the guy you're reading. That safety rolls down into the box. We can throw this bang 8. You even got outside leverage there from the corner, so really don't like that whenever there's no help from the inside. So great job pushing this thing vertical. Let's see how many steps this thing goes. From the receiver, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then once he sticks, now he's getting friendly to the quarterback. Almost turns it into a dig, working that window. Jackson Arnold was high a couple times on this throw, and some other throws towards the middle. But right here on this one looks real comfortable. Puts it through that window, puts it on his face mask so that he doesn't have to extend. And this right here feels good for the wide receiver, where you can protect yourself. That thing's on your face mask, make the catch, see what you can do with it afterwards. And right there just gets down basically. But thought that, again, good read. Looks pretty comfortable right here, standing tall, drilling that bang 8 through the window right on his guy. So it really just showed a lot of the offensive clips, especially Jackson Arnold. Looked really good in the spring game. Let us know where we missed. And what you think about the defense. Are they going to kind of step up? What's the deal there? Are they going to get some guys in the portal? Obviously, they're going to be absolutely loaded offensively, I think. That defense, if they come around, which Brent Venables, obviously, he's known for that. If they come around and are absolute guys, like they were recruited to be and were highly rated guys, I think they're going to be able to make some noise in the SEC in the very first year. I think they're very underrated. I think they're a top 15, top 20 type team, and they're going to win some games in the SEC and give people a lot of trouble when the season rolls around. When you have a good quarterback, you have playmakers on the outside, anything can happen. I'm not thinking they're going to win the SEC, but I think they're going to be right there in the top half, pushing for a playoff spot. But let us know what you think about OU and the Sooners for the 2024 season. And if you made this far, please subscribe to the channel so you make sure not to miss any of our videos for the rest of the spring and getting into the football season. But I really appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you guys again in the next video.